Salutations friends, welcome back into my channel. Today's video is going to be another scents from a hat, that's what you're calling it. One of you guys actually made that comment in one of my videos, and I thought that was a perfect way to talk about this video, scents from a hat. So I'm going to be choosing a top 10 list based off of some random scenarios and adjectives from a hat. So obviously, if you are watching this video, you already know, let me change my glasses, there we go. You already know what the theme of this video is. So I will be finding out very soon. Let's get into it. Now, I don't think that this really needs to be said, but let me just put out a disclaimer. This is a comedy video. This is silly fun. Please don't really take this seriously. Some people seem to think that these videos are like stupid grabs to make another top 10 list. Well, yeah. Obviously, it's a stupid video, comedy video, silly. Please just take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, my slippery holiday party fragrance list or my, what was it, sexual social distancing at a grocery store scent. Like, these are stupid. This is a stupid video. This is a stupid concept. Please just remember that. Thank you. Thank you. That being said, let's get into it. So in this little bag, which I'm going to put in here, I have adjectives, like slippery. Well, I took that one out. So the adjective for this top 10 list is going to be gross. Again, gross. This is going to be a gross video. Yeah. All right, let me take these out and put the scenarios in. And we'll get back to it. All right, so I have my scenarios right here. They're all in here. Randomly picking one out. Oh, this is perfect. For spring. Top 10 gross fragrances for spring. All right, so I'm back. And I tried to figure out how I wanted to interpret gross in regards to spring scents. So I decided to choose some more classic, certain old world fragrances, classic compositions, stronger fragrances that generally are better for colder weather, some more challenging compositions as well. Let me just say that these are gross fragrances for spring. These are not gross fragrances. I actually love every single one of these and wear them, and they're fantastic. But in regards to this video for spring from my collection, and these are probably the ones you would not really want to wear for spring if you want to bring out your bright, lively, flirty, more uplifting fragrances. These are more comforting, cozy, glamorous, sophisticated, elegant, and mature scents. And you can wear these fragrances year-round, obviously, but in regards to this list and what the cat hat had in store for this list, we're going with gross. So the first two fragrances are fragrances that I really genuinely adore, and they're fragrances that one of them is iconic and the other one is close to iconic. But I would find these to be a little bit too overpowering to wear in springtime, can be too heavy, too sticky, maybe not so sticky, but a little bit too overpowering for springtime weather, which is more lighter and flirty and playful. And we have Chanel No. 5, the Eau de Parfum, and Youth Dew from Estee Lauder. Now, if you love Chanel No. 5, but it's a little bit too heavy for you to wear in spring, try L'Eau. That is fantastic version to wear year-round. But Chanel No. 5 itself can be a heavier scent, and it can kind of get lost or get too heavy or muddy in springtime weather. So that is why it is part of this list, and it's the same reason why Youth Dew is a part of this list, but they're both fantastic fragrances. I really like them. Now, if you want a more springy scent that probably just not a lot of people like, even though it's a great scent, Pulp from Byredo is great. This is a very overripe orange scent. It borderlines on slimy, like how it smells. It's got this kind of like orange that's been sitting on the ground under the tree in the heat for the next 12 months, or maybe not 12 months, maybe a few weeks. Like slightly rancid, rotting fruit is what some people say with this scent. Do not get me wrong, it really is a unique and fantastic citrus scent. And if you're looking for a citrus fragrance to wear in cold weather, this one is amazing. And it smells fantastic on the skin. But it's not the most popular from Byredo, and a lot of people don't like it because that orange is not the orange that they are looking for. It is a different smelling orange. Kind of like Eau de Citron Noir from Hermes. A lot of people are really excited for it. It's more challenging citrus. This is a challenging citrus fragrance. So for me, this kind of borderlines on this fragrance that could work in summer or winter, but does not work well in spring. Thus, why it is part of this list. Still great fragrance, and I really, really like it. If we're going into overripe fruit, tropical fragrances, Tropic of Capricorn from Olympic Orchids is another just great scent, kind of along the same lines of pulp. It's a more tropical, true to form how fruit smells in the wild, not how people actually think it smells. It's been sitting on the ground, kind of collecting stuff. Has a very real world smell to it, but I love this fragrance. It's absolutely fantastic. But, and my big old but, it's probably too heavy, too sticky, not quite appropriate for spring. Thus why gross. Even though not gross, beautiful. These next two fragrances could work in theory in spring, and I do wear them in spring, but they could, like Chanel No. 5 and Youth, be too heavy, too overpowering, a little bit too mature for generally what people look to wear in springtime, which is more youthful, fun, playful scents. And that's what makes these gross for spring, but not gross at all. And we have Santal Royale from Guerlain and Fleurs de Bulgarie from Creed. Gorgeous scent, fantastic fragrance. A little too strong for spring, a little too gross for spring. Now, these last four fragrances all kind of fall under the same category of being very complex, very overpowering fragrances for that springtime, playful, light, summery, borderline on summery scent. Springtime's more florals, more effervescent, billowy, pillowy, playful fragrances that might border on, you know, when summertime comes, the more citrusy, effervescent, light and bright fragrances. These are not light and bright, but they are great, great scents. Some of them are my most favorite. So again, love these fragrances, but they're gross to wear in springtime because they don't quite fit the theme of spring, and depending on the weather, they could be too much for spring environments. First one is Rich Mess. I have grown to love this fragrance. It is a powerful leather, but it is a powerful leather, and leather to me scent-wise isn't so much of a springtime thing. Next up, we have Civet from Zoologist. Again, amazing fragrance. This one is so good. It's animalic, it's musky, it's got that beautiful mix of just warm and comforting and just a little bit of skank in there, just a little bit. Again, fantastic fragrance. Probably too gross for spring, but not gross. These last two are kind of tied for what I'm talking about when I think about a gross fragrance for spring, but they themselves are not gross scents. The first one is Oud Valvet Mood from Francis Perjeon. This scent smells very kind of medicinal and oudy and just gorgeous. It's got like a pepperiness to it, like a black pepper kind of kick to it, which is really, really nice. This is a one spray fragrance. This is not more than a one spray fragrance. And it is very, very oudy. So I would say stay away from this in springtime, although I do love to wear it. It is a little too overpowering, and you can lose a lot of the little nuances in that scent come springtime. That needs cooler weather. Doesn't need cool to warm weather. It needs fall to winter, fall to winter. I can say words sometimes, not all the times, for that fragrance's composition to really shine. It can get muddy and lost in even slightly warm weather. You know, like 50s and 60s, I would say is even too warm to wear that. And last and certainly not least is one of the more recent fragrances to my collection, a fragrance I've been meaning to buy for a very long time, and a gorgeous, beloved cult favorite. And this fragrance is spectacular, but it's a little too strong for spring, so it can be kind of gross to wear in spring. And it's Alexandria II from Xerjoff. Kind of like Oud Valvet Mood, the nuances and the beauty of this scent, it really shines its best in fall to, I would say, like the depths of winter. Probably gets muddy and gross around summer to springtime, so that is why it is part of this list, although it is a beloved fragrance. I'm still kind of wishing I'd bought the bigger bottle than the small one, but this, like Oud Valvet Mood, is a 1, maybe 2 spritz fragrance. I don't really need a bigger bottle of it, but if my OCD goes crazy and I decide I need a bigger bottle of that, if you see it up on my Depop, it's just because I'm gonna buy a bigger bottle of it. But those are the 10 fragrances from my collection that I find to probably be too gross to wear in spring. Thank you, Cat Hat, for this weird video. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This, again, is a comedy video. Please don't take this video seriously. Please do not think I take this video seriously. This is just some harmless fun. But if you enjoy these videos, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe give me some ideas for adjectives or scenarios to throw into the cat hat. You might see them up on this channel. And do you agree with the fragrances that I chose? Or let me know some other fragrances that you think would be too gross to wear this spring. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!